Hello and welcome back, or welcome if you're new. If you're new here, my name is Elena and I am a homeschooling mama 2-3, and I am also a hot mess. So today I was going to sit down and try to attempt to clean off this desk. Life has just happened and we've just been throwing stuff and piling stuff on top of it. But as I was doing it, I thought maybe I'd bring you along if you need some Monday motivation to clean up a space. I got my kiddos cleaning up also upstairs, and then I'm going to clean through this and then just kind of talk through what my planner plan is for this upcoming year. So let me just show you what's going on here. A lot is going on here. I've got two laptops sitting here. One is my son, one is mine. And then we do have here like a desktop as well. And yeah, so that, I mean, I don't even know if that's all that should be on here. I don't really even want this. But this desk, if you can see down here, it doesn't have any drawers or anything. So everything just kind of gets piled up on top. I have planners, I have Christmas books out, I have more planners, stickers for said planners, a tissue box. This is also some planner stuff I got going on in there. And then just stuffy stuff, right? So I'm going to try to clear it off, figure out, ideally I figure out what I want to keep on here and just like finish the desk process and have it clean and tidy, but I don't honestly think that's all going to happen today or all in this video. So I am going to clear off though at least what's here and get stuff put away and talk you through, like I said, what kind of my planner plan is. Ooh, yeah, I'm a mess today. I'm home cleaning, so you know, excuse. But kind of talk through what I'm thinking I'm going to do for this upcoming year as far as planners. So normally what I do is I will go out. I'm very excited to purchase a new planner. I get very, I like stationery. I like planners, as you can see. I like this kind of stuff and I get very excited and I want to set up my new planner lineup. And I have been known to have multiple planners and have different journals and different things. But this year, for 2022, I think I would like to at least start out the year by taking it a step back. And I say just start out the year because things can always change, right? So if you haven't seen, I have a lot of things on here that I was trying to have work for me. And then just things that are my favorites and I'm not willing to get rid of. In here is my Filofax Malden. It's a personal size one. I keep it in the box, and when I'm not using it, I put the plastic back on it. I have used it before, but when it's not in use, this is how I keep it in storage. So I need to put that back on my bookshelf. This is from, if you saw, I I took apart a Christian planner from 2021. I have an unboxing video for these as well. I will link that for you up in the cards and then down in the description, as well as the video where I took it apart just to see if it would fit into my Carpe Diem or Simple Stories A5. So I'll have both of those down there for you. But I think this is kind of where my head is for this upcoming year. I want to purchase minimal, not necessarily minimal designs, but I don't want to make a lot of purchases. So it's going to be kind of a low spend planner lineup, and I want to really use up what I have. So let's clean through and find out what I have here. So I have a whole other Christian planner that I have not even opened yet, a 2021 brand new planner, and it's going to go back on my bookshelf for a little while but these are the things that I want to avoid doing. I want to avoid wasting things that can be used. Now clearly it'll have to be redated, but I have purchased it thinking that maybe my husband might want to use it. We did get these like on sale, but I don't want it to go to waste. So I am going to put it back on the bookshelf, but these are the things this year that I'm hoping to find purpose for and use. Even if it's just to have my kiddos use them. My son is using one of these. He's using the spiral bound one. But if he wants to halfway through the year, that one's going to be done and redate it and use it. But I want to find use for these. So the pink one I have just put in here because that's the one that I've already started to take apart, and I think that I'm going to utilize some of the pages for this upcoming year. But here's another completely new planner with great pages. And like I said, I don't want it to go to waste. Okay, so here's kind of just my mindset and what we're doing here. I'm just kind of separating out like stickers in one pile. Normally I had all my Christmas stickers together, batched together, and then I had like date stickers and things like that, but it's gotten just kind of all over the place. So right now I'm just taking the stickers and putting them all in a pile, and I will deal with that at another time. I'm not gonna take them out and put them in subcategories again. I'm just going to put them out in these. And the same thing with other stuff. So I know that I'm probably going to be working in an A5 for the upcoming year, over the beginning of the year. So I am just pulling out my, anytime I find like inserts or things like that for the A5, I'm pulling them out and putting them in a separate pile. And then, you know, my Bible study stuff in one pile, and so on and so forth, papers. I did drag in my trash can in here so I could throw stuff away as it's going instead of just having a trash pile. It also helps that I don't change my mind and be like, oh, do I want to keep that? So I can just trash it, get it on, move it out. Let's do it. So that's what we're doing. We're just going to keep clearing out and making these piles. Okay, let me give you a quick update of what's happening in here. So I'm kind of clearing some stuff off. This is just like my little Bible study stack that I've had on my desk. So I started sticking papers in here, but then quickly saw this stack is from when I had my prayer planner in an A5. And so they're missing tabs already, and this is what I get for not putting it away as soon as I took it out. So I'm missing some. So I'm sure it will turn up as we keep cleaning, but for now I just have a little faith planner, and that's what I'm putting here. I'm actually going to bring it a little closer so you can see. So I have the little faith planner going here, or faith stack going here. Here in this stack is some A5 stuff. This top stack is like traveler's notebook size A5, and then this is more like a binder system A5. And except for these on top, these are laminated lists that I had done, and I don't know if it'll show up on the camera, so I can put something here. There's a bigger tab here, room to punch. So I had made these and then just taken notebook, you know, like those magnetic notepads that you have, and hole punch or laminated them so that I could reuse it. And so I have a couple still here, and I'm going to keep them all together, and then maybe I'll put a couple of lists. They do fit in the A5 binder, so maybe I'll use that. Little piece of trash I missed. And then I just have some little bits, odds and ends that I found. This is just like a sheet protector. I have one Filofax divider. These are stencils, templates for dividers, and then a couple of dividers that I had made previously. So these are kind of fun. I'm excited we have this. And then I have some calendar pages as well, weeklies here. And so I think if I don't end up using these, I'm kind of glad that I found these. I don't have a full year. In fact, I don't have January, but if my daughter has been doing Mommy and Me planner dates, and I think that maybe a bigger size would be good for her. So maybe we'll move her into some of these. We'll see. But at least I know I have these now. And then there's some note paper back here, and yeah, a notepad. So I just have all this together so that when I finally do finish setting up my planner for the new year, I have some stuff to pull from as well. So I just put that in a stack there. And then I have like some decorative things that I have from planners, cards my kids have given me in there. So sometimes they'll give me little cards and I'll put them in my planner as well. They always get a kick out of seeing that. I think I even have, I have a drawing that my daughter did a few years ago of a ladybug, and I laminated it. So, you know, all these little things that you have decorative pieces, I have them in another stack. Glue guns running around. And then let me show you this. So this is what I did. I had set it up at the end of last year. I find that I like to go to traveler's notebooks when life is kind of really chaotic and I want to just bundle it all together and have it. And I think also I was trying to figure out if this is what I was going to use for the upcoming year. I can see already that I really wanted to try to slim down to an A5. I was using a Happy Classic Planner, but here's what worked and here's what didn't. What didn't work for me is that I was trying to use dual planners at one time, and that was just too much for me. I wasn't doing it. I did like the ease of having it all in one place. I did like the ease of having just separate containers or separate, notebooks for things. But I don't know. I guess maybe it just didn't lay flat enough, or I wasn't pulling them in and out enough. I'm not sure. I did use it for a little while. So it was my meal plan section. So for October, I read a whole bunch, and I really liked having a reading section in here. But for November, I didn't really keep a journal. I just kept a list. And then for December, I didn't really do much private reading or just reading for me. I did mostly read aloud with my kids for Christmas books and things like that. So I didn't really do much for December, even though I had set up a couple of pages here. I didn't actually read that much. I didn't turn out to do that much. I didn't use my dailies very much at all. I just didn't. So I don't know. I guess I just wasn't feeling it. I may go back to it though. I don't know, because sometimes I did like this kind of setup for my YouTube planning, just having free pages and then a monthly layout. So I may transfer that over to the A5. And then I did like this setup for fitness. So I might try to figure out a way to move some of this over to my A5 as well. But before I put this away, I'm going to take everything out of here and kind of take it apart, because I don't want that to happen again, where I'm like putting away a planner on the shelf and then I'm just pulling it out and taking stuff away and throwing it when I want to work with it. Like, I want to get it put away so that when I pull this out again, because I'm sure I'll come back to this at some point, when I pull it out again, all this is empty and it's just ready for me to go. So I'm going to deconstruct this and put stuff away and save what I can. Okay, so in all honesty, it's been a couple of hours. I went to fix lunch for my kiddos, and then we tried to take a quiet time break. We're trying to get in the groove of things, and it wasn't so quiet, but it's okay. We still tried to take a break. So now I'm going to go ahead and finish out this planner. I'm going to just take this. I did make a cup of tea because it's getting hard to get back in the swing of things. At the time of recording, it is actually the week between Christmas and New Year's. Out as my homeschool one, and then I changed it into a Christmas thing, but we didn't quite finish it. So I think I am going to keep. So I think what I'm going to do is just put a rubber band to keep it all together. And yep, this is the state of my desk. I don't have a really good desk organizer or anything like that. It's, one of those things. So I have stuff like in baggies, but this is one of those projects that I want to work on and really get done or better for this upcoming year. So this is going to go into like a memory planning, memory section that I have on the bookshelf. I'm going to take all this stuff out. Let's see. I have another random baggie for paper clips. This is how I have my stuff housed right now, just in baggies. And I would love to have like a really great little desk organizer to put it all in, but like I said, hasn't happened just yet. Hopefully it will. So this was my reading journal. I'm going to hang on to it just like this and put it with my other one. I do have more pages in here that haven't been used up, but I'm going to hang on to it just like that and see if maybe I want to go back to just having a free form journal like this. And I'm just holding these together with a rubber band. This though, I just covered it with this cooking clip art scrapbook paper that I had, because inside she's really cute, but it was a menu planning. So I've only used up a tiny bit of that. So I'm going to put that with like my A5 traveler's notebooks stuff that I have. books that aren't used up and things. Same with this cover. I'll just put that with it too. So I had every intention of using this, and I haven't really touched it hardly at all. But I am not quite sure what I want to use for my fitness for this upcoming year. So I'm just going to stick it in here. In here is stuff that I think that I'm going to be using. And I may just like put it here on the side or something like that, or just keep it together with it. This can be something that I like take down with me to the gym if I want to log what I've done just on paper first before I put it into the app that I use. I'm using the Ryse app. I will link it down below for you if you'd like to use that. That's where I'm tracking my workouts in most of the time. And so, but I cannot get used to tracking it in my phone. As I'm doing the workout, I have to like write it out first. I will just like write it on the whiteboard and then either like snap a picture and put it in, or sometimes I'll just put it on paper. And so I think that might be a good spot, like here or here. So I'm not sure yet, but I'll put that in there just to keep that. And then I'm going to put this back in the cover. And this is kind of just how I store it on the bookshelf. So it's just in the bag on the bookshelf like this. And I don't know that I'm going to keep all my planners on my bookshelf. I'm playing around with a lot of different stuff in our house right now. I'm trying to like just reorganize. You know, the new year comes and you're just like, oh, I feel like I need to declutter. I need to reorganize. I don't know if that's just me. It can't just be me, because I mean, all the organization stuff goes on sale too, right? So I've been kind of bit by that bug, and I want to just take a good look at what we have and what we can maybe pass on to someone else, or just take better care of, be better stewards of what we have. So anyways, we're going to look at that later, but this for now, it'll go on the shelf. I have this set up in my prayer journal, but I don't know, I may want to have it in my A5 as well and have it for like on the go one day or something, or who knows. I just know I don't want to get rid of it. So hang on to that. Now my next thing, okay, I don't know what I want to do next. I don't know if I want to find homes for all these stacks I have. So I have like, now this is my faith stuff that I had. And then I have, this is like the A5 traveler's notebook extras and things like that I have. And then I have like the actual A5 binder stuff that so I don't know if I want to find like boxes or something to put these all away in. Or, quite honestly, I want to keep going making stacks, because I still have like a little corner here that's kind of a mess. I can show you. It's a mess. I still have what's underneath here. I see I can just I was watching YouTube while doing this. So that doesn't go there. But I have this that needs to be cleaned up. And really all I want to do is just like clear a little space and start actually putting my planner together, because that's the fun part, right? But I know it'll feel so much better once I get the desk cleared off. It will help clear my brain. And I only have about 20 minutes because my son's going to want to use this space. He's got an online meeting, and he's going to want to use this space to do that. So I think for the 20 minutes, I'll just push it out and try to clean up this little corner, and then let him have his thing. And we'll probably be back tomorrow to finish, because I won't be back in here. I'll probably have to start dinner and all the good stuff. So let's see how much we can get done in this corner in 20 minutes. Here's what we're starting with. Oh no. So I was getting ready to put this away, and this is a hole punch that I got from We Are Memory Makers. I think I got this from Joann's, or probably Joann's, like a few years ago. That's maybe Michael's. I don't know. Anyways, I got this a few years ago. I'm so out of focus. Sorry. I got this a few years ago because it does a Happy Planner punch, or not. It's not exactly the Happy Planner punch. It is like a disc punch, but it doesn't align just perfectly, but it does the job. And then it also does rings, and it does spiral and stuff. But I was getting ready to put it away, and the way that you use this, I know I explained this in the video where I took apart the Christian planner as well, is you have numbers on here that are right here, that I know it's too tiny to see, but you have numbers here, and then you line these up with them, and then that's how you know where to punch. You can do like the personal size, half size, all that good stuff. So I had to configure it the right way in order to put the Christian planner pages. I was looking for them, but I think I just put my laptop on top of it. I was looking for the piece of paper that I wrote the numbers on, and I think I threw it away. I think I wrote it on like a scratch paper and I tossed it. But I'm pretty sure I mentioned it really quickly in the video, so thank goodness. Thank goodness for YouTube and recording that. So I can write that down somewhere on the box, because I'm just gonna put this away for now, since I'm not gonna punch anything right this second. And I have, this is what I do. I leave this stuff out, right? And I'm like, well, I'm gonna come back to it because I'm not done with this project. And then you don't come back to it, and you do another project, and then you come and you dump that project, or is that just me? I don't know. Leave me a little like broom or mop or cleaning emoji down there if you're the same. If you just like kind of butterfly all around starting all these different projects, and then you're like, oh, too many projects. Too many. Okay, let's finish this one. So I got my desk pretty cleared off here. Let me show you really quickly. This is just a stack of things I'm going to be working in, but it looks so much better here. There's actually room to sit down and like be creative. There is a pile of stuff here next to my tea, but that's like school stuff that I have to go through, and it's not going to happen today because I'm running out of time. But I'm glad that I got this majority of it done. And then just to kind of let you know, I did say that I would kind of mention what my plan for next year's planners were. I'm just going to try to make do with what I have and not do too many purchases. So I have a stack here of stuff. And like I said, there is a few months worth of weeklies in here. So I'm not sure if I'm going to start using these for the new year, or like I said, I might bump my daughter up to also a bigger size planner too. But I already know that I do have some dividers that are done, some cute little bow dividers, and if I don't decide to use these, I have the stencils in here and I can always make my own again. So that's an option, just going back to that OG DIY planners that we used to do. So I may just go ahead and do that. I have some notes and things that I want to be putting back in here. So these notes are going in here because I want to keep my the recipes that I was using for, like I said, my husband's facial beard care. I want to have that. I like to have it in my planner because when it's time to make more, then we know what the recipe is. And then this, I'm going to start using this kind of for my fitness, just on the go type thing, but it fits in the planner, so that's great. So that's going to stick around there in that general area. Also, I did go ahead and add in the first month. I have January in here from the when I took it apart. I do have that in here, so I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and just put in the entire first quarter. So that's here, so I just need to make sure that it's fully taken apart here. And then also, I do have some other tabs or other sections that I want to add into that planner. But like I said, I'm trying to figure out the kind of most cost-effective way to do this. I did have some printables I purchased, but I also have on my bookshelf here. This is kind of just happy planners. This part is mostly memory planners or things that I've already used. There's a notepad stuck right here on the side, but I know, like, and then we just have some other stuff, some other things that weren't used up. Oh, this, I should take these out. I purchased these on clearance at Hobby Lobby. They're little folders that go with the A5, so I'm going to pull those out. But I have like just a jar with my disc in here and stuff. And then here I have stuff that didn't end up getting used or still has blank pages. So for instance, in this one, I will mark on the side, like I put a sticky note and then I marked on the side what is in here. So I have a color block. I was using that for school at one time. It's the color block layout. And then so I have some of that, and then I have some budget classic vertical. So the color block is from 2020. I don't have too much of that left because I actually really liked this layout and it worked out well for us, and we were using it for a good long time for our homeschool planner. And then I had also purchased, apparently in 2020, I purchased the budget planner, and I didn't end up using most of it. So I have some of that, and it is just the classic vertical here. But I was thinking if I needed more pages or inserts for my A5, I could always try cutting these down. And now I know it's not going to look perfect because if I trim this off, it's going to eat into these sides here. I could always washi tape it and then hole punch it, but then it adds bulk to your planner. So I'm not sure, but I do have these inserts here that aren't used as well, and I don't want all this to go to waste. So I've got a couple more things here, and I've got a couple more different layouts here, half pages, minis. So I'm just going to kind of play around with this section too and see how to get that set up. But that is going to do it for me today. Thanks so much for hanging out with me and getting this desk tidied up. It did take a little longer than it would have if you didn't have kids, or if you had like a whole time block to get it done, or probably, you know, if you were just laser focused. But I am none of those things. I had kiddos I had to prep for. I am not laser focused all the time, but it did get done. It just took one little afternoon of our day, and I'm glad that we did that, and I'm glad that you came alongside me and hung out and listened to a little bit of my planner plans for the new year. Sorry. It's okay. I'm going to let my oldest go ahead and enjoy the clean space and have his meeting, and then I'm going to tend to my littles, and then I will come back and show you another day how I end up setting up the planner for the beginning of 2022. So if you'd like to see that, make sure you stick around. If you aren't already subscribed, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss that video. You might want to click the bell notification as well. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. It was a very casual day, but I really appreciate you taking your time and spending it with me. Thank you so much.